All right. Hey, everybody. If you are listening to this right now, we are going to have a little bit of a conversation about sex and how it's portrayed in the media versus how it is in real life. Now, I understand that the people who are the intended audience for this are people between the ages of 14 and 18. But since we are discussing sex and since you are almost adults, we're not going to censor ourselves. There might be moments where you might feel a little bit uncomfortable and you might feel like this is weird and this is something that you're not ready, that you haven't heard before, but just roll with it. And if at any point you feel like you need to take a step back, take a break, feel free. And we're just going to go and go for it. Hello.
Hi, I'm Ben Harris, and this is...
I'm Sam without a last name.
Oh, Sam
And I'm 21.
Seems to be. I'm 23.
And we're going to have this conversation.
We're going to have this conversation.
We're going to it.
We're going to do it. All right. Well, sex portrayal in the media, I almost feel like it's like a more like recent phenomenon because, for a long time it wasn't like allowed. Like I feel like maybe even up until like the late 90s, like nudity was just not a thing on TV. Like everyone was...
Oh, you mean like the most heated thing that happened was a kiss, like a
was
Hollywood
a kiss.
kiss.
Yeah, like a Hollywood,
and
like
like
a really
even then,
Hollywood
I think
kiss.
they tilted, they made the camera angle so you can only see the back of the head. Or
Right.
like
Well, and like before
really
the
the
90s,
lips.
like a long time ago, there was things like the Hays Code and stuff like that, and things.
what, like they faded out?
No, well, you just like
it was banned.
You was banned. You couldn't depict a couple sleeping in the same room with each other.
Oh, that's
for
right,
a
like the Dick
long
Van Dyke Show.
time. Like the Dick Van Dyke
Yeah.
Show, and I were in the same bed specifically, or
Yeah.
maybe it was the same room before that. I know there was workarounds. Like I know in I'm not going to talk about that. That's a whole other thing. That's a different conversation. But it seems like it's a more like actual sex as a depiction is a more recent phenomenon, like in the last 20 to 30 years. And it mostly pops up in stuff, like it usually just seems like it's, at least on television, it's like HBO stuff usually. Like I don't see it on anywhere else. Like major networks don't depict it. And it just seems to be like premium cable. Is that like right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you call it?
So when you guys were between the ages of 14 and 18, when you were teenagers and you were consuming media that had sex in it, what did you think about it? How do you think that it might have affected where you were mentally at that time in terms of what you were thinking about sex?
I know for me personally,
I have a specific thing.
Yeah, I do as well. Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I thought women were not allowed to have hair anywhere. I thought women couldn't have hair
Interesting.
anywhere.
That makes sense because even in not to fucking abuse Game of Thrones or anything, but even that was supposed to be set in a medieval time. They're all fucking hairless.
Yeah.
That's not reality.
It takes a lot of work.
It takes a
I'll
lot
say
of
this
work.
right now. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
Even for playing sports, play volleyball, you have to have your legs shaved all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes a lot of work. Not to mention the work that goes into being hairless for sex, which is beyond the spandex or whatever.
Right.
I'm
That's a lot more work.
That's a
lot
lot
more
more work.
And it also gave a message that hair in general, especially for a woman, is not sexy.
It's not sexy.
Is unattractive.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to get anything.
You're probably not the only person to experience that. I know
I did too.
a lot of, and I think the people depicted on TV are also glowing examples of the human race. They're all fucking cut.
Mm-hmm.
They're in shape. They look amazing. And for me personally, as a larger kid, it was sometimes seeing the men was a really tough because they were all 6-pack abs and muscles everywhere, and it was just something I couldn't attain at the time, and it gave me a lot of body image issues that still linger today.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think I have seen someone like me in an actual sex scene.
Yeah, it's hard to put yourself in that position of the ideal person that you're watching on TV when you're not a a perfectly fit human specimen with no hair, and you have like everything going for you.
Yeah,
know, also
hairless
the-
six-pack abs. It's like,
Hairless six-pack abs. Yeah, the hairless thing for guys has always been interesting.
it
to
is
me.
for the guys too, isn't it? Yeah.
But I think it's all...
It's more for the, like, they obviously focus more for the women.
Yeah, but for some reason, like, this is... I don't know why, but I think when I was 14, I saw a scene, like a sexy time scene from 90210 on YouTube. And I was like, they're like slugs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're both just don't have
They're
any...
two pieces
They're
of
just
chicken,
sliding.
like,
They're
slapping
sliding
against
on
each
each
other. Yeah.
other. Like, they're just...
I know exactly
like
what you're
there's
talking
no,
about. And they're
like-
always sweaty, too.
Yeah, but it's not like...
They're
And
glistening.
then the thing about there's...
The thing?
You imply
Yeah.
that there's no discomfort, there's no gross smells or uncomfortable sounds or fatigue
There are
or
all
all that
three
stuff.
of them. Yeah.
Or like even those moments where you're like, oh wait, hold up, let me take my pants off. Wait, it's not going as planned. Hold up,
Yeah.
like just
Sorry, I have my socks on and I'm slipping on the floor or whatever.
just slipping your
I'm slipping right now, yeah. Or
just
you know.
like having dialogue that's kind of just awkward. Like they have kind of perfect dialogue too.
Mhm.
Like no one says anything that's all of a sudden a turn off, and
Yeah.
then you gotta start again.
And you have to start again, or no one ever falls off the bed or anything.
It's so funny to me.
Yeah, it's usually like it's effortless and they're all sticky.
Also,
and-
you know those cut sex scenes where it's like there's like
a montage.
5 seconds of in this position, 5 seconds in this position.
Yeah.
It's like right, but they obviously don't show you having to get into
Yeah.
those positions. And I'm like, especially some of them, I'm
Or
like,
getting
you
out.
had to, yeah.
Or getting out.
I'm like, you needed a fucking ladder for that one. Like, you needed.
And then, I mean, we don't even need to go into the cleanup.
Yeah, they wake up and they're like
Clean.
yeah, and like they just kind of like put their pants on. I'm like, y'all gotta, you just gotta put your pants on.
Go use the bathroom.
You know, yeah.
You're gonna get a UTI. Either not using the bathroom before or after. No.
No,
Yeah.
you got to use it
It's
before,
impossible.
after
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
the categories. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Even other species.
This has been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.